Oh boy, we are finally out of drawdown. This took so long. So we are currently $2,500 up for the month, as you can tell here. We had $1,000 day on Thursday, October 2nd. We had a $1,000 day on October 7th, and then we had another $1,000 day on October 9th. And for this week alone, though, or for last week, we had a $2,000 week, which is pretty good because last week, or actually last month, we were down $939. So we are making very good progress in passing this eval account. Like I said, we only need one trade. We only need one trade for the week to pass this account. We're not going to force any trades. We're not going to go and take stupid trades. That's one thing that I realized, bro. Look at this. I am actually so excited because that's how you know I've been growing as a trader. Because I literally have only taken two trades. I've only taken two trades. Like last week, I took two trades. Okay. When I very first started, I was taking trades like almost every single day, or I would take trades 4 days out the week or 3 days out the week. Like last month in September, I took four trades. Even 2 weeks ago, I took four trades. I took four trades and I ended up being $111 down for like 2 weeks ago. Last week I only took two trades and I'm up 2,000. This literally goes to show that less is always more and less is better. Like the less trades you take, the better because it becomes a quality over quantity type of thing. And once you can get that through your thick skull, like me, oh my gosh, I was so stubborn about it. But once you can get that understanding of less is more, you got to figure it out. So anyway, kind of going into this week, or kind of going to like, okay, just before I go into the trades, but yeah, this is where I'm at the moment. I am $1,600 up for my eval account, and like I said, I only need one more trade to pass this account. But going into this, I keep saying going into this, but last week, oh my goodness! First of all, look at this. This major dump was because of Trump. That's all I gotta say. It's all because of Trump. If you bought in at the dump, you're set. Because Trump just came out with a new tweet saying something about the him solving everything, getting things figured out, and now this market is gonna just absolutely cook and go back up to the upside. Look at this. Look at that. We already making moves to the upside. So I don't think we're going to be very, very, very careful when we take a trade tomorrow because we don't really know. Mondays aren't really a good day to trade because it is kind of resetting after the weekend. Market is still trying to or is trying to figure out what they want to do. They're trying to figure out what they want to do for the week, make the moves, and then of course depending on news as well. So Mondays aren't really a good day to trade, but you can for sure find a trade on Mondays. Like if there's not an A plus setup, then I'm not going to take a trade. I'm not going to force anything at all. But yeah, so my trades have been very solid. And yes, I did have a couple mental setbacks to where I didn't allow myself to take my full take profit like normal. But um the trades were still pretty good. So for example, kind of going into this day, what was this? This has been October 7th. Yeah. October 7th is when we took our trade. And this trade was A plus. Literally the two trades that I took were quite literally A plus setups. So kind of going into this trade, I'm not gonna lie. I was very bullish this day. I was very bullish, and I believe this was a Tuesday, October 7th. I believe that was a Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Let's check the calendar just so I can make sure. Just so I can make sure. October 2nd. No, 7th. Yes. October 7th was a Tuesday. So it was not a Monday. This market was very bullish. As you can tell, we made higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. One thing the market failed to do was create a higher high. And sometimes when you have an uptrend and you don't get that new higher high, you can always expect the market to do something different, whether it be a retracement back inside of a zone or quite literally a reversal. So for this day, we had this SMT that was created. Once we had this 5 minute SMT that was created, we instantly looked down to the 1 minute to look for place or for look for entries. And once we got those entries, and I gotta find it. Here we go. So once we found what the market was going to do, we stuck with the strategy and we executed on the strategy. This was at all-time highs. As you can tell, we've already taken out these highs here. So with us taking out these highs up here, market is now officially at all-time highs yet again. The market really could have pushed up higher, but there was just so many confluences that were being targeted and so many confirmations that we were getting that told me to go short for this day. For instance, like I said, we had our SMT. Once we had our SMT, I'm looking for a market structure shift or breaker structure, however you guys want to call it. I was looking for a market structure shift, and once we got that market structure shift, then we would look for a reentry. The reentry I was looking for was originally this highlighted rectangle box, but once I saw the market kind of kept pushing up higher, I was like, okay, maybe we should look for something else and look for another entry. So then we had this other entry. This was a inverse fair value gap. This highlighted box that we have now is a inverse fair value gap. With this being the 1 minute time frame, this is considered a 1 minute inverse fair value gap. Once the market retraced into that zone, that is when I placed my entry. And I honestly thought this was going to get stopped out, but this was one of those days where I genuinely had to step away from the market because I was thinking way too much. I started thinking, oh my gosh, I'm about to lose this. Oh my gosh, this and that. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Not realizing that that's like my mental. Like I said, normally I go for 1 to 3 trades, and for some odd reason, I didn't do that on this day. And the reason why I didn't do that is because I was mentally just out of it. Like I was like, oh my gosh, dude, we don't want the market to reverse. We don't want this and that to happen. I just started thinking of all the what ifs. I could have easily gotten my 1 to 3 if I had just stuck with the strategy, just stuck with the mindset that I told myself to stick with. But it happens. This was still, in my opinion, this was still a really good day. We stuck with the strategy. Although we didn't allow the market to hit that 1 to 3, we still stuck with the strategy. And this trade, I think another thing about this trade is my patience. Think about it, bro. We entered into the trade at 10:07 a.m. We don't hit TP until 10:50 a.m. So we was in the market for about 43 minutes. I said 10:07. Yeah, we was in the market for 43 minutes. No, 53 minutes. Wait. No, 43 minutes. I'm tripping. We was in the market for 43 minutes, and my goodness, I just got so impatient. So with me being impatient and already having that mindset of just wanting to take profit, that's just what it was. I went for a 1 to 2. I could have gotten a 1 to 3, went for a 1 to 3, which is about here. Could have got it easily 1 to 3, but it is what it is. No need to worry, no stressing about it. That was Tuesday's trade. Really, really good day. I could not find any other trades on any of the other these days. So the next day that we had was on what was this day? I believe this was Thursday, October 9th. Yes. October 9th was a Thursday, and this was another A+ setup. Now this one, I will say I didn't really trust in myself in this one, if I'm being completely honest with you. Even though I had the setup, I had everything already written out for me. I just needed more confirmation that the market was going to continue going farther down. So for instance, like I said, once market opened, we had created a bearish SMT. And once this bearish SMT was created, all we were looking for was just entries and possible execution points. So we had this bearish SMT. This SMT was created from a previous day high that was created inside of the Asian session. So once that high connected with the pre-market open for New York session, that created that SMT, and market just absolutely dumped. Only thing I was looking for was just a retreat. Like the whole time, we already got our market structure shift. Market closed below this low here. Once market closed below that low, we instantly look for, okay, let's look for entries. If I'm being completely honest with you, my first entry was supposed to be here. And I literally told myself, once the market got back into that zone, that is exactly where we're going to go. We're going to enter there. But I overthought it. And one thing that crept into my mind was a what if. Those what ifs have been really causing me to struggle because it almost feels like a spiritual warfare, honestly. And I gotta take control. I have to take control of myself because my strategy has proven to work time after time after time. And I don't understand why I continue to not trust in myself. So, like I said, I need to really start trusting in myself, trusting in the process, and trusting in the strategy. This could have easily been another 1 to 3 trade, but I did not trust it. I ended up taking a 1 to 2, which is still pretty good. But like I said, this was a 1 to 3 day that I did not allow myself to take full profit in. Going into this trade, I was very bearish. And like I said, the reason why I was bearish is because we had those bearish SMTs. Once those SMTs was created, we got the market structure shift. I just said that. Hopefully you guys are paying attention. But yeah, had that SMT. If you look in the 1 minute, you'll understand why I didn't take this setup. At first, I didn't. There was actually two reasons, and they kind of contradict. So the first reason I didn't take this trade is because the market decides to close above this high. The market decides to close above this high and also above this fair value gap. And honestly, once the market did that, I was like, okay, I don't think I want to enter here. I don't think I really want to enter here. And the reason why is because the market had already kind of shifted up. And I was like, okay, I know we haven't swept any liquidity. We didn't create any SMTs. There was no reason the market had to go up higher. But I didn't trust that. The market pushes up, retraces back into this 1 minute bearish fair value gap. That was my first entry. My second entry was inside of this fair value gap, which was here. But I didn't take that. And my third entry was inside of a inverse fair value gap, which was a better entry because it was more confirmation that the market was going to do what it needed to do to go lower. Anyway, this could have been another 1 to 3 day if I had just trusted in the fact that the market would continue going down and hitting full TP. But the reason I didn't trust it is because once the market hit a 1 to 2, we had this move to the upside. If you can tell right here, we had this move to the upside with this massive bullish engulfing candle. And when that bullish engulfing candle occurred, anyway, when that massive bullish candle happened, I ended up closing my position. I closed my position, and I didn't allow the market to hit the full TP. But it's okay. A dub is still a dub. I know I didn't stick to the full 1 to 3 take profit, but I just wanted to take that win. I just wanted to secure the win, and I didn't even want to risk it. I was like, I'm not even gonna risk it, bro. I'm gonna just take my profit and get up out of here. Get up out of here. But yeah, so those were my 2 days that I had with trading. And that was real. I can't even hold you. That was like I I was just so proud of myself with the amount of trades that I took that week. Because I've never taken less than 3 trades in a week. It's always been 3 or 4 trades a week, trying to pass account, trying to do this and that, not realizing that, yes, I'm trying to pass the accounts, but they're not even technically A plus setups. The setups that I were taking weren't even really A plus. Be completely honest with you. But yeah, those were the 2 days. I will actually I'm gonna go ahead and go over this one as well because I did miss a trade. I did miss an easy trade, and the reason why I missed this trade is because I didn't have enough. I didn't do my market analysis good enough, and when this happened, I was so confused. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know how to process it. I was just like, wow, this really just happened. And this is Friday. This is the day Trump put 100% increase on tariffs on China. And at the time, I didn't even know what was going on. If I'm being honest with you, I didn't even know what was going on, man. So what happened this day? This day, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. The market always makes its decision. It's a predetermined market. They already know what they want to do with the market. They already have their decisions that they made. They already placed their orders and are just waiting for them to get filled. And this day, I missed an easy trade. I missed an easy trade. I'm gonna get into it. On this day, which was October 10th, on October 10th of last Friday, I did not see this S&T. This bullish S&T, this bearish, actually, this is considered a bearish. This bearish S&T that I saw, or that was created, I didn't even see that in the market. And when the market was doing its thing, it was like, what the heck is the market doing? We made highs. We don't make all-time highs, but we take out these buy-side liquidity. And once the market continues to push up, we come back inside of this zone. We start consolidating like nobody's business. And I genuinely did not know what the heck to do. At the time, the reason why I didn't know what to do is because I didn't know that this bearish S&T was already created. So I was in my mind, I was like, dang, bro, this is not a good day to trade. Price action could have been better, but still, if I had known that there was a bearish S&T, my whole bias for the day would have been completely different. I was bullish. I was bullish for today. And the reason why I was bullish is because, like I said, we are making highs and we're making higher highs, higher lows. We're in a consistent uptrend. And I didn't see not a single confluence or anything that made me think, okay, maybe the market is going to reverse. Maybe the market is going to go the other direction. So the market created this bearish SMT at 9:45 a.m. This is 5 minutes before the first macro inside of the New York session. Once that was created, I was like this is all after the fact. This is literally all after the fact. And once that was created, of course, the market comes back down. We consolidate and we do all these things. But we created another bearish SMT. We created, and this is in the 1 minute. We created another bearish SMT inside the 1 minute. And this one actually retraces back inside of a 1 minute bearish fair value gap that was respected. And I say it was respected because the market made pushes down, then made pushes back up inside of this 1 minute bearish fair value gap to push back down. We pushed back into it, came back down, pushed back into it, and came back down. Like that that 1 minute bearish fair value gap was holding so well. And once we created this bearish SMT right here, I really, 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 really wanted to enter. But since I didn't see the first bearish SMT, I didn't know what the market really wanted to do. I was itching, absolutely itching to press sell on go short for this position because of this bearish SMT, just purely based off of this bearish SMT. But like I said, with me not knowing more information of what the market could possibly be doing, I didn't do it. And I'm not mad at that. If I'm being completely honest with you, I am not mad at the fact that I missed out on this trade because yes, I was bullish, but then I had a bearish bias because of this SMT. But since I was still bullish in the back of my head, and since I didn't know of this 1 minute or this bearish SMT at the time, I was like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna take the trade. Cause at that point we have SMT inside of a key level. We get the market structure shift here, or we get a breaker structure here. I'm gonna just say a breaker structure for this instance because the market is kind of moving up and down. So we get because this will be considered our market structure shift right here at these highs or these lows. Market structure shift. Now we get a breaker structure. Anyway, so we have this SMT, we have a breaker structure to the downside, and we have this bearish 1 minute fair value gap that is being respected, and I wanted to enter there so bad, so bad. But like I said, it's okay. It's okay. This week should be a really good week. Market should start making some moves to the upside because it has to rebalance the market based off of the move we had on Friday. So the market has to rebalance in some way, some form, whatever the case may be, but it has to rebalance. Dude, that really hurt me so bad because I was like, why did I not? How did I miss out on that? How did I miss out on that? And it's it's just another lesson. I think of it as another lesson learned from the market. I'm not gonna beat myself down about it, but that was just another day that I had an opportunity to win. But it's okay. It's okay. So yeah, this was a very eventful week, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm so excited for the week to come. More trades, more quality trades are coming for sure. I'm just so proud of myself because I've come such a long way. And if you guys have been here since the beginning of the journey, like if you go back and watch my very first video, I mean, I know what I'm talking about in some way, but you can kind of tell I'm still new to it. But now that I'm like really in it now, I'm 9 months into trading, and bro, I've come such a long way, man. I'm just so proud of myself, and I just want to take this time to say thank you guys as well because you guys have been here since the beginning, and man, it's only up from here. It's only up from here. All like that, my dream car, dream house, apartment, all those things, that's coming. That's coming. Like my mom say, in due time. In due time. And it's one of those things where you just gotta you set your plan and you let God lead you on every step of the way. Oh my gosh. And leading to that, my favorite verse is Proverbs 16:9. I want y'all to do some research into that and let me know in the comments what y'all think about it. But yeah, anyway, that's all I really have for the video. I really appreciate you guys for watching till the end. If you watched to the end, go ahead and click that like and subscribe because you made it this far into the video, so you might as well go ahead and just you know what I'm saying? So like I said, I really appreciate you guys for watching. Until next time, until next week, peace.